Burgundy Ballers, welcome back. Truly welcome back to another episode here on the Ballin In Burgundy podcast. Yeah, myself and we got Andrew back in the building. My guy, what's going on?
What's up? It's been a minute. I've
It's been a
not
minute.
been on a recording for a while. Life's gotten busy, but glad to be back. Talk a little bit of free agency, talk about what's been going on. Yeah, good to be
Hey,
back.
hey, glad to have you back. It's been a minute, guys. Last week, I got sick like that weekend, and I felt great throughout the week, and I've re-caught whatever I got over. So, if I sound a little nasally, that's why. Andrew's getting over a cough. It's been a week. It's
hmm
been a very busy week, but it's also been a very busy week here in Commanders land. We're going to touch on some of the last minute free agent additions since the Burning Breakdown on Wednesday. Y'all can go watch that right up here. And then we're going to get into our 3.0 Commanders mock draft, and we're going to do a first round 32 team mock draft after the first true wave of free agency and kind of alternate those things. Before we get any of that, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe here on Barney Bernie Podcast. We are sitting on 517 subscribers. First of all, thank y'all so much over these past 2 years for tuning in with us. We have been grateful to have been doing this myself, Justin, adding Andrew, adding Chris, adding guests, doing collabs. We couldn't have done this all each and every one of y'all. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for absolutely more content. I'm working on a few things behind the scenes. Stuff is in motion. We're gonna see what the end result looks like. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you have been the most excited for free agency, and what do you look forward to in the draft. Instagram and TikTok at Ballin and Burning Podcast, Twitter at BIB Podcast 22 because Twitter hates long usernames. All that right here and links down in the description. But let's get into the big big name that signed with us back on Thursday. Former Cowboys wide receiver signed a 1 year, $1.335 million veteran minimum deal. Michael Gallup.
So I
Six,
actually have been trying to figure out how much we signed him for this whole time. I've not been able to find a single post, but 1.3 million?
yeah, 1.335 mil. It's the vet minimum according to Miss Nikki
That's
Javala.
great.
It's the veteran minimum makes sense. 6'1", 198. So got a little bit more beef in the wide receiver room. Kept about that same 5'11" to 6'1" wide receiver. Um, but someone very familiar with Dan Quinn, someone very familiar with some of that Dallas coaching staff that we brought in last offseason. When you saw the news hit our desks and our news sheets on Thursday afternoon, what was your thought?
Uh, Kind of surprised, I'm gonna be honestly. I didn't think we were gonna sign any other receivers whose name I knew after Debo, but he's someone who briefly retired,
Yep.
decided he has more football in him, and he's a quality player that will see playing time. He's not going to be some giant signing who's going to get, 800, 900 yards and five plus touchdowns,
Right.
but he's going to be a valuable piece to our offense. I would say he's probably our wide receiver three right now behind Debo.
Based on the chart, he is receiver four behind Terry, which is
Who's
totally fine
three?
by me. Noah Brown.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yep.
Yes. No, I think Noah Brown's definitely in front of him. But for a million, like with our cap space, why not?
It's
Right?
totally fine.
Why not?
Yep. For those who don't know, Michael Gallup kind of forgot about him because it's nothing. I don't want to say it's easy to forget a guy, but I forgot he was available to sign. The end of the 2021 season, he had torn his ACL. Last July, he had signed with the Raiders and then retired. I forget the quote, but I remember him saying, he wasn't in the right headspace. He was still recovering. Like he needed to step away these past few days before, returning and signing with us. He'd already talked with Jaden. He'd always hyped up Terry as you would dog and all that. So we're getting a guy who's already starting to get familiar with Jaden, familiar with Terry, familiar with Cliff, knows DQ, knows wit, those type of guy. Brings in another vet experience out of 6 years. I think I think he was a 2018 draft class, if I'm not mistaken, being 6 years in. Everyone
So
seems
he's not
really
too old.
no, yeah, 2018 season. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was older than that.
No, not too much, not too bad, honestly.
That's
Um,
great.
yeah, I mean, 3,700 career yards, 21 total touchdowns. His last year in Dallas, 17 games, 418 yards, two touchdowns. He's pretty much just kind of a solid guy to bring in depth, bring in another piece to the puzzle. He'll be the sixth receiver on the depth chart. So it's Terry, Debo, Noah, Gallup, Luke, KJ Osborne, and you have guys like Strahan and Chris Moore as like your fodder, as your fill-ins. Uh, but do you think we're done adding firepower to this offense? Or is a second wave of free agency post draft? Are we going to get anybody in the draft? What do you think are we going to keep adding, or do you think we're done?
If I'm being totally honest with you, I'm leaning towards us being done. Um, I think we've added good talent to this offense. We got Tunsil, we got Debo, we got Gallup. I think we're pretty much set for now until the draft comes around. But once we get up to that draft, those days before, right up until then, we're definitely going to see stuff start happening regarding that. So whether we draft more offensive talent or not, that's going to be a big thing. I think defense is obviously the focus right now. Um, but there's just not a lot of guys, offensive guys left in free agency that would be high impact. I mean, we
Yeah.
have Diggs and we have a few others. We're not signing Diggs as much as I would like him. We just got Debo and we just got
Yep.
Gallup. Um, so honestly, with what we've done, I think we're kind of finishing things up on the offensive free agency side of things.
I would honestly agree. Um, I think we're kind of done until the draft. We're probably gonna add a few depth guys here and there. That's what I anticipate before the next month. We've added some tackle help. We've added some D line help. We brought in Jonathan Jones, that type of thing. So I think firepower wise, we're pretty much done unless we bring in like another running back to bring in by committee, another receiver for depth kind of thing. But don't anticipate a Stephon Diggs. Don't anticipate an Amari Cooper. Um, those types of guys. Don't. I would it be great, cool. If am I going to expect it? Absolutely not.
100%.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the 32 team, or do you want to start off with the 3.0?
Let's start off with 3.0.
Alrighty. Let me get PFF pointed up for us because I use PFF. Granted, their big board isn't my favorite, but it is what it is. But yeah, 7 rounds. We're obviously gonna go fast. I'm gonna go fast so we can kind of keep up. Commanders, big board, more positional value. Come here. Not quite all the way, but enough. Draft needs, randomness, and this is going to be our official 3.0. So we're going to collaborate on these picks. If you want to trade down, we'll collaborate on that trade down, and we'll post this. We'll post the post. We've normally done these past 2 times um, afterwards and get y'all's thoughts. But are you ready?
Ready.
Let's get in this. Any trades you want to make pre-draft, or do you want to see what how the board falls?
I'm cool seeing how the board falls if that's what you're up for.
Sounds good to me. Let's start this draft. Y'all are gonna see a few picks in here. Like I've been seeing a lot like Cam Ward and Shadur doesn't fall until like here. Don't believe it. Their big boards are a little funky, so just go with us. They're why is it going so let me refresh this, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. 7 rounds, fast, PFF, more, less, commanders, start. There we go. I don't know why I was doing that, guys. I think my internet was just having a little brain fart. but you're gonna see what I mean here. So like
Ooh.
Cam Ward went 21 to the Steelers. That's not gonna happen, right? Ezraku went 16, Burden went 12, Starks went 10th. Like some of these won't add up because they have Mike Green as the ninth best player on this board. Like a lot of these aren't gonna happen. But sitting here at 29, what do you think we should do here in Commanderland?
I see three names right there that I really like. However, none of them are edge rushers necessarily.
Yeah.
Um, Remind me what we've done with our first two mock drafts for our first round pick.
My first the 1.0, I went
Hmm.
Donovan Ezraku, edge rusher,
Hmm.
Boston College. That's when he fell down the boards.
Yep.
2.0, if I can find it, because I remember posting it. Where did it go? 2.0 was uh there we go. 2.0, I traded back, or I traded for Trey Hendricks for Myles Garrett, and I got Jaden Higgins at 61. Our post combine with Andrew and we traded up and got Derek Harmon.
Cool.
So an edge rusher, trade back, and then a defensive interior.
So my only problem not taking edge here is our next pick is at 61.
Right.
And at 61, there's not going to be a lot of these names that we've been targeting.
Hmm.
Um, so I think I would either opt for a trade back here, or you pick one of these guys like Omarion Hampton, Darius Alexander,
Xander.
or Demetrius Knight, and then trade up from 61. I think
Hmm.
either of those could be interesting.
It's not a bad idea. I like the trade back situation because we hold a hand. I can count the amount of picks on my hand and leave the palm empty. That's all we got. We got five
Hmm.
picks. So I like the trade back scenario. How far do you want to trade back?
Well, question for you. Where do you think Josiah Stewart could be drafted?
Josiah Stewart, I've gotten him around 61. I think he's going to be a
Hmm.
top 50 guy.
Yeah,
Um, so that's because they have him listed
they have him listed later than he's going to go.
at 68, ADP is 72. I see him going right about here. This
Yeah, me
39 to
too.
45 range. For those
Me
who
too.
don't know, Josiah Stewart, 6'1", 245, out of Michigan, 9 sacks last season, but is still really good in the run. And a 27% pass rush win rate is insanity.
So
So
he's one of the names I like, but I also like a lot of those other guys
I do too.
that could be there later. So Jack Sawyer, JT Tui. Um, I mean, all of those guys are none of them are bad
Yeah.
picks per
No.
se.
I've been high on this Elijah Roberts train. I'm sure I've talked to you
Hmm.
guys in
Hmm.
the chat about this. 6'4", 300, 22%, 8 sacks, 13 of the past 2 years
Hmm.
out of SMU. Still really good in the run. Like there's a lot of good guys here on the board. This guy here, Olufemi
Hmm.
Odojo, I think is his name. The kid out of UCLA here, 6'3", 250. I've seen a lot of people giving him a rise up these boards.
Hmm.
A lot of rise. We have him projected for a top 30 visit. Not my favorite prospect, but that's because I haven't done enough research on the kid. So I don't want to
Hmm.
make that assumption. But what do you think it here at 29?
I'd be comfortable trading back to maybe late 40s and
Okay.
taking Josiah Stewart or one of
Stewart.
those other guys who might be there.
Okay. So
What do you think about that?
I like that. I think it's dependent on the team because Indy's pretty pick strapped. They're pretty pricks. Falcons are pretty pick strapped. The Niners, we just traded Debo, but I could see them in the market being the Adam Peters connection.
Hmm.
I wouldn't go too late. I don't think realistically the Miami would want to move up it back into the first.
Hmm.
So maybe this Jets Niners 42-43 is probably what I'm thinking.
Sure, if you want to target that area, I'm definitely cool with that.
All right, so the Jets have picked 42. They have a second, they have that third, they have that fourth, they have a few sixth, they have a few sixth next year. And then the Niners have that second, that third, that fourth, that 100 we had last year, and then a bunch of mid-round picks.
You want to see if we get that 75 and maybe something else from the Niners?
So it would be at least a second and a third to go from 43 to 29. Let's see if we can pick up 138 and maybe 249. So first, a second, a fifth, and a seventh. So pretty much
I
the
like that.
So like the Laramie Tunsil trade.
Hmm.
And let's see what they do. And they accepted it. So Niners go with Gray Zabel. I like that pick for them. I really, really do. All right. Pick 43. There's a lot of good names on this board. Savon Revel Jr., Princely Umamalayan, Nick Emenwari, Jaden Higgins. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking edge, if I'm being honest.
Edge, get back
See who's
down
here.
here. Pretty much all the top contenders.
Yeah, I like Princely. I like JT, Jack, and Stewart.
Yep.
I like any of those guys.
Princely 6'4", 255, 11 and 7 last year. JT Tuimoloau 15 and 4, 6'5". I mean Jared Ivy's going under the board. Somewhat 6'6", 285.
I haven't really
Eight.
looked into this guy.
Yeah, I think if I'm sitting here at 43, I'd probably go Princely Umama unless you want to see if the board will fall for Josiah at 61.
I'll let you make that call. I'm cool with either of those options.
Um, a lot of names, a lot of people I've seen and talked to, including um Rio and Josh, really want us to get Nick Emenwari.
He's great. Love that guy.
6'3", 227, elite athleticism,
Hmm.
just great in coverage, good in the run. They played my Monarchs. I forgot about that. Four interceptions on the year, 31 or 37 passer rating.
Hmm.
Like, can do it all. I think if we were gonna wait, I would either take him, maybe Savon Revel, or maybe Jaden Higgins. One of those three.
I honestly feel like safety could be a bigger need than corner right now. So
Probably
if you
agree with
want to
that.
take Nick and then see what edge is there at 61, we could definitely do that.
All right. So we're in agreement taking Nick Emenwari.
Let's do it.
Let's welcome Commander Emenwari to the DMV. And if the board fell correctly, Josiah
Let's
Stewart.
go. It's my
We're
boy.
taking him.
I like him.
I'm taking him. I'm right there with you. So two straight defense. That's kind of what we need right now. Now pick
Hmm.
75 courtesy of the 49ers. Appreciate y'all. What are we thinking?
I'm thinking this could be a couple different things. It could be offensive line. It could be defensive line. Um, I feel like those are probably my top two.
Okay.
Tight end is also something we might be targeting. Running back could be something we're targeting.
Running back
Um,
out. Yeah. A
I'm
lot of people
not
are
as
no good.
I'm not as high on receiver as I was before, but
Okay.
still a position we could draft.
Yep. I think if we were going to go defensive line,
Hmm.
um, like a lot like Farmer, Phillips, Dion Walker, I'm not a big fan of. Vernon Broughton came out of left field for me. 6'4", 305, four
Hmm.
sacks inside the interior. But I've been really high. Y'all know this. Aeneas Peebles. I had a VTech. All right. A little undersized. 6'1", 290. Cool. But you want to talk about pass rush as the interior? 3 and
Hmm.
6 at, you know, B gap over. Can still get in the run. They did work on my Monarchs. But that's besides the point. Um Caldwell, big space eater at 6'1", 340. can
Yeah, I
really
like
get,
this guy. I've looked
yeah,
into him.
like these three and then JJ Pegasus or Pegus. They've been putting him at fullback and tight end slots. Imagine the combinations. That'd be insane. But 75, like Marcus and Bo,
He's good.
good right tackle. Jonas Savanea, I see him more of a guard and probably early seconds. Wyatt Millum,
He was someone I
left.
was taking in my mocks last year.
Mhm. Grant at the left. We don't need a left tackle, but some of these guys might be able to move to right. Um,
Even guard is something we could use right now too.
yeah, that's Tate Rutledge right here.
Yeah, he's great.
6'6", 320. Only let up a sack last year for the Bulldogs. Um, I mean, we've gone two straight picks of defense. Maybe we look into the offense here.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely cool with offense.
Um, so let's look at the O line for a second. Jared Wilson, center, 6'3", 310 with only a year experience, but didn't give up a sack. Has played some right guard snaps,
Hmm.
potentially. Um, maybe Wyatt Millum, move him to right tackle, perhaps, or move him inside to the interior. But what are you thinking?
I'm liking Wilson, Millum, and Ratledge are my top three here.
I'd probably go Ratledge, the easy right guard.
Hmm.
Helps out Wiley on that side, gives us time for when Cosby comes back on the left.
Yep,
I'd probably go Rutledge here.
let's do it.
So Tate, Rutledge. So we're taking Nick Evan Josiah Stewart, and Tate Rutledge. Ratledge, excuse me. Got that last name wrong. So here we are into the fourth round, pick 128.
Ooh, Barrett Carter.
Barrett Carter's here.
I like him.
Ignore like the Jackson Dart and Dylan Gabriels.
Yeah,
He's gonna go in like the second round.
he could be first.
He could be very well first. I'm looking at the corners. Do we go receiver? Do we go running back?
Receiver, corner, running back, tight end, D
I mean, our
line,
I mean
all of
our
those
guys
I'm
are
cool
here.
with.
I mean, Tutton
Hmm.
and Brashad are still our guys. So
Yep.
I think if we want to go running back, those are our two mainstays. If we go running back,
Yeah, Tutton would be my pick for running back here.
do we want to go running back here?
Take a look at the corners really quick for me.
Zay Alexander, Ajayi Huzzy, Quincy Riley. I'm kind of a fan of O'Donnell Fortune later in the rounds.
Hmm.
185, really good in coverage, especially zone. I can
Oh
still
yeah.
work man.
Hmm.
So
Um, I like Carter. I like
I like Kobe King. I like Cody Simon.
I like Danny Stutzman too.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Um,
There's a lot of options here.
there's a lot of options here. I think if I had to go with one, I'd probably go Titan here.
Sure. Let's take
Unless we d-
Tutton.
unless we double down on edge rusher on my guy APR.
Ooh, he's good.
14 and 10 is insane, but he's not the greatest in the run, which is a-okay.
Do you think he's gonna be here this late?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Probably not. So I'm probably gonna go Titan.
Sure.
Let's go with Shul Titan. So SEC, Big Ten, SEC, ACC. Here at 138. I'm so our next pick isn't until 205. Do we attempt a trade back here at the end of the fourth?
Maybe. Yeah, if there's no specific people here we want, I'm definitely cool with that.
Yeah.
But this
Um,
is sort of our last higher pick because
it
it'll be
is.
a big jump after that. So
It would be. Um, I don't think any of these guys, these first 10 or so, would want to jump up. Maybe based on the board, your Miamis, your Chargers, Philly. I'm kind of leaning towards Chargers at 158 to move back 20 spots.
Yeah, I'm
So
definitely
let's
cool with
see.
that.
So 158. Can I get like 199 and maybe like a
Yeah,
six next seven the next year? Something real weird, but it would make up for the jump.
let's do it. And you can
If
take
not,
out the seventh. Yeah,
yeah,
doesn't get accepted.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So just for 199 straight up, that gets us another pick before 205. Really? They didn't take it. Let's try 209 and like 255. Like like real late picks. Let's just try it. There we go. You know what? That's fine. A fifth and two sevens for that really, really late fourth. I'm fine with that.
Sure.
I'm a-okay. So let's see. There goes Pat Bryant. There goes Kyle Williams. That's a shame. All right, here at 158, I kind of want my guy here, but unless you had another name that you really wanted.
Nope. I'm definitely cool with Fortune.
O'Donnell Fortune, Commander Fortune. I like those odds. A few more picks left. 205, 209, 245, 249, and 255. Pick 205 here. So are we have taken safety, edge, guard, halfback, and cornerback. What position would you take here?
Either D line, receiver, or tight end.
Let's see who's left. So let's see. So Zeke Biggers, Jackson, Ricky White,
Luke
uh,
Leahy.
Afton Chisholm, Oronde Gadsden, Jimmy Horn, Will Shepard, LeJounte Wester, Ethan Downs. Kyron Lacy will be a UDFA, folks. Sorry about it.
He's not getting
Koo,
picked.
Alston, no, he won't. Meeks, McCoy, Cross, Griffith. I take these three guys a lot. So
I like Cross and Griffith. I don't know
yeah,
Badger though.
Elijah Badger out of my Florida Gators. Another 6'1" kind of guy. No drops, really good man. Gonna be a
Oh,
test to catch. Like he's
yeah.
like he reminds me like another Michael Gallup, honestly.
I would definitely be cool with him here. Him
That's
or Cross
ooh, Howard
would be
Cross.
my picks.
Really pretty good in the run, pretty good in the pass. Another a 6'1" D tackle. These
A
guys are
little
getting
bit
small.
smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Griffith, 6'2", 320. Better in the run.
Hmm.
I might go Griffith here, honestly. What do you think?
I'm cool with that.
All right, let's take Thor Griffith at 205.
And we got 209 right here too. So
Yep.
we could take
Um,
that Florida receiver.
yes, we could. Are you good with that?
I'm definitely good with that.
All right. Elijah Badger, welcome to the Commanders. Two more picks, or three more picks, excuse me, three sevenths. 45, 49, 55. Let's see how the board falls. I might double dip into edge rusher here, honestly.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Walker, Alston,
Johnny Walker is
Oliver.
good.
Yeah. 6'3", 255, 10, 8, and 2. Pretty, pretty solid in both the run and the pass.
That's about as good as you can ask for a seventh round pick.
Yeah. You go with that?
Yep.
All right, let's take them. Here at 49, I might look at like depth tackle.
Hmm. I like
Wedding,
that.
Weedig, 6'7", 319, only gave up two sacks
Mhm.
last season. Like he was pretty good for the most part. Like kind of fell off down the stretch, but has
Plays the
some
good
guard,
teams.
gets to good teams. has some guard depth, but is that right tackle we were talking about earlier?
Yep.
Carson Vincent out of Alabama A&M, 6'6", 305. He's at the left. Um, unless there's other guys you were thinking.
Joshua Gray is good. Cypress is good. Dante Trader's not bad.
Not my favorite.
I'm a Terps fan, so
Yeah.
Marcus Ware is there. We
Yeah,
already
Marcus
took a
Ware is
guard
there.
though.
Yep. I think Wedding might be the move here.
Yeah, go for it.
Ready. 49, Trey Weddick. Thank you. And pick 55. Do we want to double dip or do we want to go somewhere else?
Check out tight end maybe. Some just big guy.
Oh, let's see. Maliki Matavo, 6'6". Kuth at 6'2". Nesbitt, the former receiver, at 6'5". Fairweather at 6'4". Um, like all these guys are true just receiving tight ends.
Check out the first guy again for me.
UCLA.
Walking 56.
He can't block worth this bit.
Yeah, probably not.
Now remember, we still have Zach Ertz and Ben Simmons and John Bates.
And John Bates, our blocking guy. Yeah.
Yep. So I don't know if tight end's gonna be like the biggest need per se.
Yep. Check out receiver. Check out D line. Check out pretty much anything at this point.
My guy Jalen Walker's still here at linebacker.
Yeah, he's not bad.
And I mean, he's like Louisville. He's that pass rush guy, but it can also get him the run.
Yeah, I know him. I don't think he should be here in the seventh round, but
Probably not. I'd take him right here.
yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
He's here.
Jalen Walker. So let's get this draft grade in. There we go. Download the image. Let me zoom out. So we trade
That's a
back.
good
We get a
one.
third, a fourth, a seventh. Trade back from the fourth to the fifth for a sixth and seventh. So Evan Warry, Stewart, Ratledge, Tudd, Fortune, Griffith, Badger, Walker, and then two straight Indiana guys, funny enough. A solid
I
B, I
like
take
it.
that. I like that a lot.
I don't pay attention to the PFF grades because they're stupid, but
Yeah, they're not the greatest.
I could
Um,
get a D and I would not care.
honestly, yeah, I've got that before. Um, and it's hilarious. So let us know in the comments how we did for our 3.0 mock draft. Who would you have taken? Would you have traded back? Let us know. But Andrew, are you ready for this one rounder?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Start a new mock draft. All of these, one round. Let me zoom back in for us. Alrighty. So do you want to take odds or do you want evens?
I'm cool with whatever. You have preference?
I'm gonna either way.
I'll take evens. I'll let you go first.
Alrighty, I will take odds then. So I will have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. Andrew 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. So round one, pick one, Tennessee Titans. They're not gonna pass up on a generational prospect. In my head, the way they're going, I am taking quarterback Cameron Ward. One item.
Browns. I think they have a couple options. Um, I don't think they trade back. I think they stick here at two. I could see them pairing up Miles Garrett with another high quality pass
Yep.
rusher. I like Mason Graham a lot, but I just don't see Abdul Carter getting much further than two.
No.
He's just best of the best. I can't imagine him falling, so I feel like they got to take him.
So Abdul Carter at two.
Yep.
Abdul Carter at two. The New York Football Giants. They have recently signed Jameis Winston and are probably out on the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes. With that being said, I could see them going after Russell Wilson and bridging this year. But I'm still going to go quarterback. I'm still going to get Mr. Shador Sanders for the New York Football Giants.
Sure. Patriots. This
There's a
is
few
kind of
guys.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I could definitely see him going receiver. I feel like that's probably their biggest target right now, but there's
Okay.
also, gosh, I love Will Campbell, love Mason Graham.
The Patriots kind of mean everything.
Yeah, they're kinda in need like that. Recently, I've been seeing McMillan fall on a lot of mock drafts,
So have I.
like out of the top five, out of the top six or seven.
I've seen him fall all the way
Um,
to 20.
yeah, that's not happening. That's stupid, if anything.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm not as sure he goes this early just because of all the needs that the Patriots have. Do you think they could trade back here?
I could see it, honestly. I could possibly see it if a team really wants like Travis Hunter,
Ooh,
which could be like Jacksonville, could be like the Raiders. Like, even if you traded back one spot, you could still pick up some ammo.
I could see I could see the Raiders trying to trade up for Travis Hunter.
I could also see the Raiders move up for like Ashton Genty.
I feel like Genty'd be there at six, don't you think?
He should be.
Actually, yeah, they'd probably prefer Genty running back over Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
No, let's just have the Patriots take Travis Hunter.
Oh, I like that. Oh, pair him up with Christian Gonzalez.
I mean,
Ooh.
you never know. He could be a receiver for him.
I would go have him play quarter, Moonlight as receiver because it's so much easier than the vice versa.
Yeah, 100%.
So Travis Hunter is a Patriot.
Let's do it.
Jacksonville Jaguars, you made this easy for me. Please give me
Yep.
Mason Graham.
Yep. Not a question.
Give me that interior pass rush. Mason Graham with Josh Hydes out. Ooh, nasty
And
work.
I'm not wasting time on the Raiders. They're taking Genty.
I like that. I like that. New York Football Jets. I have recently seen a mock draft. They go Tyler Ward,
Hmm.
which I don't know about that. So I'm gonna go take the first tackle off the board in Will Campbell.
Yep. Panthers, I feel like they got to go defense here, right?
Hmm.
I mean, McMillan's great.
But
I feel like their defense is just a much bigger need right now, though.
yep,
I don't think they're going for edge.
okay.
Who do we have for?
The interior.
I feel like they could go interior over it, but they're not taking any of those guys here. Just go back to the top available players. Let me see. Starks is great.
Jade Barron, really good.
Yeah, he is really good. I feel like he's almost a little bit overrated, though.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't know. I feel like most people don't agree with that. Will Johnson, I feel like should go higher than 13 or
Okay.
16.
Now they did just
Um,
pay JC Horn giga
oh,
contract,
you're right. They did. I forgot about that.
and they have like no
Um,
pass rush.
who's go back to the top here? I could see someone trading up to get McMillan here.
Okay, who would you think
Uh,
that is?
who is that? That's a good question.
So Saints,
Nah,
Bears,
not Bears.
Niners,
I don't think he's Niners.
Cowboys, Dolphins. I don't know if anybody's going to trade up for him, honestly.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I think if they're going to trade up, like if I saw like a Dallas trade up for like an Armand Membu, or the
Mm-hmm.
Niners try and trade up for like a Mike Green or a James Pierce Jr. kind of thing. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if they're going to trade up for McMillan.
Let's have let's have Panthers take Starks here.
Malachi
I like
Starks.
Starks a
Okay.
lot.
I like that. New Orleans Saints, you did what I wanted you to do, honestly. I'm pairing Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed with
Mm-hmm.
an absolute dime of an
Yep.
athlete. I could go O-line, I could go D-line, but he's sitting right there. Give me Tedero McMillan in the Big Easy.
Agree. Yep. Bears. I'm kind of considering doing
Stars.
something a little controversial here.
Okay.
What do you think if they take Hampton at 10
Omari Omarion Hampton this late
this early?
or this early. This would be similar to what the Lions did after Bijan got taken at 9. They took
They
Junior Gibbs.
they reached for him. Yeah.
They and
And
it
I
worked
feel like
out though.
Hampton, I think Genty's a 1A and then Hampton's a 1B right behind him. I don't think Hampton gets past. If he's there at 12, I think the Cowboys take him. I don't want the
I could
Cowboys
see.
to take him.
No. So you want Hampton here at Chicago?
Go back to the whoever is the top option. Let's see. I mean, there's other guys they could take here. They've
Yeah,
been beefing up the O line in free agency, so I don't feel like that's something they need to address with this pick.
probably not.
But Warren could go soon. Um, they could use him. There's a lot of good talent.
For
You know,
Chicago.
let's take Hampton. Honestly,
Okay.
why not
Let's make some interesting moves here. Omari on Hampton to 10.
create a little controversy?
Exactly. San Francisco 49ers, they need a lot. Um, if Malachi Starks fell here, I would have taken him. But I'm gonna go beef up the offensive line and take
Mhm.
Armand Membu. Give Brock Purdy some time to throw.
Mm. That's what I was going to take for the Cowboys. Let me think.
Ah, okay.
Scroll down a little bit.
Yep.
Ooh, Luther Burden could go soon. Will Johnson not reaching for Simmons. Banks is going to go higher than 20.
I don't know.
Um,
I've seen him fall.
you seen him fall? I don't think he falls that much. I think he could
Okay.
go before 20.
Okay.
Loveland should go earlier than 25, I feel like. Um, go back up to the top for me. You think they could trade back?
I don't know who would trade up.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean,
this could very well be a first round where no one trades up.
yeah. I mean, there hasn't been any first round pick trades yet. So,
No.
um, maybe they want Mike Green. Pair him up with
Oh, Micah.
pair him up with Micah. That'd be scary for us.
Oh,
I know I don't like that any more than I would like Genty. Um, yeah, I feel like they're gonna go for that combo. Let's have him take Mike Green.
oh, good Lord. Andrew, you're making Cowboys fan wet right now.
I know.
You're making our Canadian friends happy. Miami Dolphins. Um, Starks is off the board. I could come out in the gates hot and take Watts or Evan, but I think sitting here at 13, I'm gonna take Johnny Barron.
Yeah.
Make him my one, pair him up with Ramsey, get him going.
Hmm.
Give me Johnny Barron.
I agree. Um, Gosh, Warren's at 14. I don't think he goes much further, right?
Yeah, probably not.
Let's take him.
Tyler Warren. Falcons, they need pass rush. This shouldn't be hard. This is James Pierce Jr.
Yeah. Cardinals. I think
They
they
did.
take Will Johnson, maybe.
Ooh, okay. You want to do
I
that?
just Will Johnson's one of the guys that I feel like could go earlier than 13 or 16, and we're at 16. So
Yep.
I'm not feeling letting him drop too much further.
All right. You want Will Johnson in Arizona?
Let's do it.
Bengals, this should be a no-brainer. You refuse to pay or trade Trey Hendrickson. He is prepared to sit out this season. You
Yep.
must address edge rusher. Give me Donovan Ezeraku.
Yep. Seahawks. They're either going O line or receiver. Um, who's here for O line right now? They got Banks, but they don't need a tackle. They need guards. But Banks could be someone not taking Booker. I think they take Egbuka. That would be the nastiest wide receiver trio possibly in the whole league.
You want
You
Emeka
got
Egbuka with
JSN,
and
you
Cooper
got
Cup.
Egbuka, and you got Cooper Cup. I
Okay.
kind of love that.
I like that.
Set Sam Darnold up for success.
Yeah. Crazy sentence to say. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They need edge rusher. But I don't know if I want to reach on some of these guys like Mikael Williams or Shamar Stewart. I think I'm gonna go Jahad Campbell.
Yeah.
Rising up boards, can do it all, and it helps with that Devin White kind of hole. So I'm gonna go Jahad Campbell.
Broncos got to take Luther Burden. He's fallen too far. You seem surprised.
You want Luther Burden?
Yeah, you don't?
I was thinking they go tight end.
Oh, you're right. They don't really have a tight end, but what tight ends are here? Oh,
Loveland.
Loveland. Shoot, you're kind of right.
The way you went, oh, Loveland.
And I just said Loveland should go earlier than 25 too.
Yeah.
You're right.
And this
Yeah,
would
give
go
him
ahead.
Loveland.
Yep. I said this would give Sean Payton his Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers. They just got DK Metcalf.
Hmm.
So I think they're going to address the offensive line a little bit, some more. I think I'm going to take Josh Simmons here, honestly. Like get him with that O-line coach. I think I'm going to take Josh Simmons here.
The Chargers take Luther Burden. I'm sold on
No
that.
no questions asked.
No questions asked.
Packers, I think they really should go edge or corner, but I don't want to reach on a guy. So I'm actually gonna go with Matthew Golden.
Okay.
Pair him up with Jaden Reed and Christian Watson. You give Jordan Love a lot of weapons.
Get a speedy guy.
Yep.
Vikings. Grant's still here. Banks is still here. Williams, great. A lot of talent. I think go back up to the top. I don't think Grant gets much further. I'm cool with Vikings taking him.
Kenneth Grant.
Yep.
Alrighty. Kenneth Grant. Texans. You got rid of Larry Tunsil. You got rid of Kelvin Banks. I'm gonna give you a Gray Zabel. Listen, he's
Over
gonna be the
Banks.
over Banks. He is this
Ooh,
good. He plays left tackle, but if you want him inside for some reason, he can play guard.
wow.
So I'm gonna give you a Gray
Uh,
Zabel
Banks disrespects. I'm
a
kind of
little bit
tempted to take Banks now just because he did that.
for the Rams.
I'm almost offended. Rams,
I mean, they also need tackle.
and they just got rid of Cooper Cup.
Yep,
Um, they still got Puka, so
and they got Devontae
they're kind of
Adams.
okay. Oh, you're right. So they're not going to take receiver. Oh, who we got? Let's see. Mm, ooh, I like Stewart.
Oh, Shamar Stewart.
Um, yeah, I
Okay,
think he could go right around here.
I like that.
Yeah, let's take Stewart.
Shamar Stewart. Okay, didn't expect that. Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna go with that edge because they need some depth. You took Shamar Stewart, so I'm gonna give them Michael Williams. Toolsy
They're
guy.
neck and neck for me.
Yeah, give me Michael Williams.
Lions.
I would be upset if I was Dan Campbell and both those guys just went.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't think they go offense. I think they're
Okay.
going defense here. Um, unless Banks. They don't need a tackle though that bad.
I don't think so.
I could see them going just for talent. Thornton's great. Alexander's great. Walker's great.
Well, no one.
I'm not as high on Nolan as other people. I think he's
Really?
okay.
Okay.
I'd prefer Alexander or Scorton over Nolan.
All right. What are you
Um,
thinking though? I'd probably go scoring if I were you.
over Walker.
I probably would. Oh, Jalen Walker. Oh,
I know
probably go Jalen Walker.
Walker's great. That's kind of what I was thinking. Let's take
J
Walker.
Jalen Walker. Our Washington Commanders. I'm gonna go. I think in this one I'm gonna stick and pick. I think in this our 32 I'm gonna stick and pick. Um, bunch of great guys still left on the board. Josh Connolly, I've seen them go. We could recently get like Watts or Amos.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go. Do I like Nick Scored enough? I don't think I do.
Really
I'm gonna go Derek Harmon here. Give us that big beefy
interesting.
interior who can also
Hmm.
get to the pass. Like
Huh?
5 sacks at 6'5", 310.
Hmm.
Like pair him up with Newen and Payne.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go Derek Harmon here.
I don't mind that. Over Scorton though is a little controversial,
A little
but
controversial.
I'm all for controversy. So
It creates cash, you know.
uh Bills. Let's see.
They pretty much
Mm,
they could go like anywhere on defense, honestly.
yeah. Nolan, I don't like as much. Thornton could go here. Alexander. Oh, Demetrius Knight's a beast.
I'm not as high on night as some others.
I think he should be a first round pick.
Interesting.
You don't?
I can see it. It just doesn't. I don't know. Something to him just doesn't scream first rounder. You know?
I just watched his film for the first time like a week ago. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, ooh, I like that guy.
All right. Fair enough.
Um, I'm honestly kind of offended you didn't take Nick Scorton, so let's have the Bills take him.
Nick scoring to Buffalo. Kansas City. This is kind of done for me. Um, I'm probably gonna take Calvin Banks here, give them that tackle of the future. If
Yeah.
I wasn't, I'd probably give Chris Jones a running mate and Walter Nolan. But I think the value is here for Calvin Banks. I'm gonna take
hmm
him.
hmm I agree. Eagles, also a lot of possibilities. I feel like
They honestly could go anywhere besides quarterback and running back, and you'd be like, they're just providing for the future.
just going for talent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Connolly's great. Could you go up? Alexander's great. Demetrius Knight.
Because they lost.
I
Because
feel
they
like it'll be.
lost. They
I
lost a
feel like
few
it'll be one
guys
of those three:
between.
Alexander, Knight, and Connerly.
Okay.
Um, let's let's give him Connerly just as some depth O line. Not
Okay.
someone who they need to start right away, but like you said, talent providing
Yeah.
for the future.
He sits
I
behind
like
Lane
that.
Johnson.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting mock drafts. I'm gonna have to post this one just by itself.
hmm
Let me download this. So the first pretty much 10 picks, 9 picks, honestly, are pretty stock. Ward, Carter, Sanders, Hunter, Graham, Genty, Campbell, Starks, McMillan, Hampton, Armand Membu, Mike Green, Barron, Warren, Pierce Johnson, Ezeraku, Ekbuka, Jahad Campbell, Loveland, Josh Simmons, Burden, Golden. So two straight wide receivers. Kenneth Grant, Gray Zabel, Shamar Stewart, Michael Williams, Jalen Walker, Derek Harmon, Nick Scorin, Kelvin Banks, and Josh Connerly Jr. I'm gonna back out of this real quick. Y'all let us know how we did on this one round 32 team mock draft. I think there's a little bit of controversy here that's gonna shake up some boards.
I like controversy. It's good.
It's great. Eric Bischoff said it creates cash because this one right here, Hampton to the Bears, kills me.
Love that.
But it makes total sense. You give Caleb Williams like a true running back, one behind Swift.
They're gonna they're gonna pull Lions, and I feel like they absolutely will prioritize running back here.
I definitely could see it. The other one, I was shocked for both of us. Um, honestly, Mike Green to Dallas.
You don't think so, really?
I don't see them going edge. I think if they can, they're gonna get their hands on Genty or Hampton. If not, they're gonna go receiver.
I mean, they had Egbuka, and then they had what's his
Burden.
face, Luther Burden.
Yeah. And Golden.
It's a little bit of a reach, but they could use receiver.
Yeah, they could. But this is nice though. This is nice. I like this.
hmm
I like this a lot. Y'all let us know down below how we did for this one round 32 32 team NFL mock draft. I might just have to post this by its like a graphic by itself just to just to generate some buzz. But any closing remarks before you and I get out of here?
I think we covered it all pretty much.
I think
That
so.
was good.
We are about 30 days, 1 month from the NFL draft. As you can tell, we cannot wait. We are ready for this draft. More and more mocks are going to come. I'm working on some other things. We're going to give more episodes of the Burgundy Breakdown. Don't forget to follow us on all social medias. Instagram and TikTok at Ballin In Burgundy Podcast. Twitter at BIB Podcast 22. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe here on Ballin In Burgundy Podcast. Road to 750 is officially commencing. Once we get there, then we'll get to 1,000, so on and so forth. The road to 750. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below who you should would have taken at your team selected pick because we didn't trade back at all in that one rounder. We didn't trade back. So if you're a Rams fan, who would you have taken at 26? If you're a Dallas fan, who would you have taken at 12? Let us know down in the comments. But let's get out of here. We both are not feeling too well, so we're gonna get some meds and get some sleep. I gotta hit the gym in the morning because your boy is feeling a little bloated. But let's look forward to the draft. Let's look forward to this off season. Let's raise hail all around sports. And don't forget, guys, to stay balling. We will see y'all out there.